nothing says summer quite like tender lobster meat piled high on a buttery, delicious, crunchy bun. You hungry yet? Here to show us how to bring the East Coast to your kitchen is our good friend, Chef David LeFevre. Welcome back,
Thank you.
Chef.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to have you here.
I'm excited to be here.
Those lobster rolls look amazing, and we are
Right.
going to build those. One's right in front of Cameron, Orly, and Allie. You guys start digging in.
Okay.
So we're making Maine lobster rolls. What exactly is the difference between a Maine lobster roll and just a regular lobster roll?
Well, Maine lobster roll is the chilled meat, and then you use a mayonnaise base with it. So you might add a little bit of lemon, you might add some herbs, but mainly it's lobster and mayonnaise. Versus a Connecticut-style lobster roll, which is just lobster meat cooked in drawn butter and then just put in bread. So it's a very different one, but you know.
But it all sounds delicious.
Yeah, and lobster's really amazing because, you know, up until around the 1880s, they used to serve this in prisons. So it was actually something that's really taken off in the last 150 years.
That they were considered not so great because they're bottom feeders.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's
it's
true.
amazing, sweet, wonderful meat, and it's such a great thing to have on a summer day.
Now, if you don't like lobster, could I do this with crab? Or?
You can do it with crab, you can do it with shrimp, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, just get nice clean meat. So we have this lobster meat, it's been cooked perfectly, nice big chunks. We're adding a little sliced celery to it. You've got some mayonnaise in there.
Okay.
I've got garlic and shallot in there.
Nice.
This is lemon juice and lemon zest, which will give a nice acidity to it. Some parsley, and then a little bit of dill here, and we're just gonna fold that in nice and lightly with this. You don't want to mix it too firmly. You want to keep it nice and light and just barely mix so the lobster meat doesn't get too dense.
I mean, truly, you could serve that over a bed of lettuce, and that would just be beautiful on its own.
You could, but these buns, let me tell you about my buns. They're amazing here, right? So you want to make, like with this, just folding it in lightly, and then we have some brioche lobster rolls that we've made here.
You've buttered them.
They've been buttered, and then we just saute them on the cut side, and then we do just a little slit in the top right here. And what we want to do is just top load them here, just inside the bun here.
Now, your lobster mixture for your Maine lobster rolls, is this traditional, or did you add anything different? I noticed the dill.
I add a little bit of herb to mine. Sometimes it's a very straightforward mix. Other times, people get really elaborate with it. But I've found that lobster meat is so wonderful. You really don't want to do a lot to it, right?
Now, is lobster always sweet? Is there a possibility you could get a lobster that you go, oh, this guy isn't sweet?
Sometimes, I mean, anything will vary. It's a living product, right? So it's a little bit different per animal that you get. But for the most part, it should have a nice consistency. If you don't undercook it, it should be nice and tender. Shouldn't be chewy or anything like that. So it's really, you know, it depends on the meat that you get. But you can see this is beautiful claw on top. You want to show that off, right? A little
extra there.
A little bit of chive on top of there. So we've got those done. And then with that,
you're serving a gorgeous summer salad with peaches. I love peaches in salads.
So summer ingredients. We've got yellow peaches that are sweet and tart. We've got heirloom tomatoes that, you know, we've got green ones. We've got red ones. We've got, you know, yellow gold ones. It's a little bit of red onion in there to add that little bit of zing to it. Sweet summer corn, one of my favorite vegetables.
Raw?
No, this has been cooked. This has been cooked. Some olive oil.
Nice.
Right? A little bit of sherry vinegar.
Oh, nice touch.
Right? Salt, pepper, tiny bit of sugar you can use depending on how sweet everything is. Right?
That's it.
And then we're just tossing it with a little bit of basil, and then we're giving them to our guests over here.
Well, not quite yet, because I think the star of the show in this salad is fried capers. I love fried capers so much. And they're so easy to make. You can make these at home very quickly.
Yeah, really, all we're gonna do is we've got hot oil, and we're just gonna drizzle these in there, and you'll see them sparkle up really easily. See that?
So you want that oil to be super hot.
Super hot, right. Now, I don't add too much. I don't want it to boil over. But once these things are done frying, you'll barely hear them anymore. That moisture will be cooked off, and we're really just getting all the moisture out of it and getting them nice and crispy.
That's how you know when they're done, when you stop hearing them as much?
Yeah, they won't boil, because the moisture is gone, so it's not evaporating, creating those bubbles.
When you pop them out.
That's one of those. So you can hear it now. It's much lighter in that snap, and then all I do,
oh my gosh,
is taking them out of here
quickly,
right? Putting them a little bit on a paper towel.
Now, would this be too wild? But could you put one of those capers maybe in the lobster roll?
You could, yeah, you can.
Wouldn't that be so good?
You're the chef. You get to do whatever you want.
I love it.
And then we don't even need to salt those. There you go.
Let's swap.
You don't even need to salt those because they've already got enough sugar, or I'm sorry, they've already got enough salt in their brine.
You put those on top of
there? Yeah, so you just hit them with a little bit of these. It gives it a little crunchiness.
Oh my God.
As you guys are doing that, I want to ask you about the incredible honor that you received from the Michelin Guide this year. It's a very rare honor, and you got to tell everybody.
Thank you. So we were lucky enough to have each of our restaurants, Fishing with Dynamite, the Arthur J, and Manhattan Beach Post, all were listed inside the Michelin Guide the first year back.
I don't think there's anyone surprised here, David.
We were, and we've got, you know, I'm so lucky we have such great teams at the restaurant. They have a hard job. They have to make me look good. So
Listen, it all starts from the top.
I just started. We hit that with a little bit of chiffonata basil as well.
Guys.
There we go.
All right, that's for us.
That's you. You get that one.
All right, here you go. Here's yours. Let's get in here.
you.
I mean, I could just eat the capers and be happy.
Right? Just a little bit of acidity, sweetness from all the fruit.
Fantastic.
Man, there's just
Wash
something
it down
about
with the
the
lobster
flavors
roll.
all coming together in
Just
this.
tastes like summer, right? Like right out of the garden.
Tastes like summer. So great. Have a bite, Deb.
Wow.
Catch up to us. We finished our rolls
David.
already.
No,
Full
David.
recipe as always, everybody. Go to hallmarkchannel.com and you can connect with David on his social media as well. Everybody's got a mouthful. So good. Hopefully Allie does it. 'Cause you got